What's going on, everybody? Nicholas Natt, and you are tuned in to the Natt Fitness Method.
You crazy mother.
Today, we're gonna get a chance to take some questions. So, I'm gonna let you guys know, you have any questions out there regarding your fitness, nutrition, information you might have heard. You know, there's so much convoluted and saturated information, it can be very hard to kind of distinguish. Normally what we do is we bring on guests who've had an extraordinary journey, and they have some rationale, some insight, some hints, tips, tricks, things like that. But basically we just call them strategies that are gonna help you bypass some of the struggles that you can face and help you get to point B from where you are so much faster. We're gonna start digging into some questions here. How much chicken should I be eating? You guys, here's the thing. You know, I do eat chicken. I think the important part there is to make sure that you guys look at protein levels. So it really depends on the goal. If you are a guy, I definitely recommend minimum getting in at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. That's staple, but it's obviously also very effective. If you're in a position where you are trying to gain muscle, then you want to move that up to about 1.5 pounds of protein per pound of body weight to even 2 pounds. So I wouldn't start with 2 out of the gate, especially if you're trying to get weight or gain weight. What I would really focusing on is just getting meals more frequently. So going from 3 meals to eventually 4, and then making sure that with each one, based on the total number of how much protein you're taking in a day. Say that's 200 grams of protein. Try to divide 200 grams of protein amongst 4 meals, and then again, as the numbers modify, do that across 5 meals, and you should be set up. So let's see if we can take one from Instagram. So how do you know, okay, that doesn't, okay, how do I know if I'm working out too much? So excellent question, you guys. Overtraining can be a serious issue if you're in a position where you're not properly nourishing your body. So a perfect example, say I work out twice a day, and I did do that before a competition. That's not really bad, as long as I'm getting nutrients, as long as I'm making sure I'm getting rest. Now, I think there's a couple things to make sure that you guys are very mindful of. Are you just starting out, or are you a veteran? Have you been very active? Are you continuously exercising and now you're just kind of trying to go to the next level? That's definitely some things to consider. I would not start focusing on working out multiple times or even a couple times a day until you're consistently getting at least 5, maybe even 6 times a week. And then maybe if you're trying to get in extra workouts, 11, 12 workouts a week, I would try to focus on that. But the big thing is make sure that you guys are getting in very adequate nutrition. Take some insight from the last question I just asked. Make sure that you guys are getting excellent sleep. Minimum, obviously, I'm supposed to endorse at least 7.5 hours of sleep, 8 hours of sleep. But if you guys are not getting, you know, a minimum 6 hours, don't set yourself up for failure. I think you might be able to get a couple days of good workouts, but you're going to fall into that overtraining category, and you're possibly going to be talking about injury and just ultimately moving yourself further away from where you want to go. So, good one. By the way, if you guys send questions and you do not want me to say your name, a lot of these people have just so often asked that they want to come across anonymous, then I will not mention your name, but so feel free to submit the question. Okay, so this one has come in response to my abs, energy, and confidence. So you guys, if you don't know, to get into the newsletter, you guys can go to my link right here below, nattfitness.com, click the abs, energy, and confidence link. That's going to give you my free ebook, Abs, Energy, and Confidence, 4 Keys to Achieving the Holy Trifecta. And then from there, you guys get my whole book, and it'll also give you access to the newsletter so you can fire your questions away. But what this individual had asked was, in the book, I talk about something, basically, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. And he said, is that always the case, or is that just a formality? So here's the thing. I want you guys to understand. When it comes to health and wellness, but especially things regarding progression within goals that you might have, there is no magic pill. And so you really have to be mindful and intentional about what you're trying to do. And if you think someone is pitching you something that's going to be very easy to get and it's not going to require a whole lot of work, and even to you in the back of your unconscious mind that moves to the front of your conscious mind, you're telling yourself, I think that this is so easy. It probably is. And the reason being because why would everyone not have that, right? So if you think about the things that you really want, an excellent body, increased health, increased vertical, to be able to move within your career, to be able to do something that you never have or something that you're terrified of, that's usually going to require some element of growth. Growth requires you to go through some journey, and pain is definitely involved. And that's not continuous or linear. It is stagnant, and it kind of moves, and it's very cyclical. And so the reason I say that is because there's no magic pill. If something's too good to be true, it probably is. It's going to require dedication, commitment. You're going to have to be very mindful of the reasons that you want to go through those things. And if you're willing to do that, then you'll find yourself on the other side of the line with that outcome that you're really looking for, pending the circumstance, and that's where you're going to see success. And so that's really what I was trying to convey in the book. Connect with me either below at the newsletter, the Instagram, or my Facebook. The handles are linked. I would love to know what's going on. Again, guys, remember the hashtag NattFit. And until next time, my friends, be legendary.